Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to this collective channel message. I have to say I missed you a bit. You probably wonder why because I don't know when I'm going to share this video, but I have already done 2 or 3 videos that I haven't shared yet. So I may share those in a short while, one after the other. But for me, it's been at least like a week since I did the last video. And yeah, I was very busy doing university stuff and had a term paper to hand in. I actually wanted to do this yesterday, but I just couldn't find the time to do so. Now it is already, yeah, it's 0:11, it's past midnight, but I really feel like doing this. I want to check out what is going on with the energies. I notice in some of my clients, they are progressing in their relationships. They're getting closer and closer. And others, those who have been stuck in their cycles, yeah, that's basically like blowing up right now, not in the best way. So I don't know, energies seem to be very intense. And I noticed with some of my clients that they're like getting closer to a crossroads, manifesting. We either manifest willingly or per autopilot, and it's like we're getting to like a pathway where we have to decide, and we either do the work and decide willingly, or the subconscious decides for us, and then sometimes we part. And I do have this client who's been on this journey for a while, and it just blew up like very much because she just didn't get out of her cycles, and we talked once or twice a day even, I have to say, sometimes. And I felt kind of like I couldn't do anything. I just tried to coach her to get out of it, but she just really, how do you say, just, yeah, went down there, pulled herself down again and again and again and again and again, and making it hard for herself. So after all these years, she's now getting to a point where, for the first time today, I saw, okay, it's actually 2 ways now. The entire time I was like, yeah, you can get him. And I still believe she can. But it's like, it's either going this way now or that way. But you have to decide. It's for the first time I saw that they may not make it. If she is choosing that, she's kind of fighting this connection, which is, of course, the reason why it blew up. So I want to see if we do find that in the collective as well today. And also, yeah, I also have to say I feel the energies are a bit dense right now. Trying to get my groove back. I've just done the 5-day challenge by Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, the On Your Future challenge, and actually bought that program for $1,000. So we'll see what happens there. I'm determined to do that. But yeah, it's at the same time, I've kind of felt drained, not just because there's a lot to do, but, well, twin flame journeys can be hard, and I've been struggling, not for a long time, but recently. In the last videos I told you, Spirit was like, no, we send you hummingbirds, which is its personal symbol for me, and they keep popping up in weird places. I kept on seeing hummingbirds where I never would have expected them. Like I was searching a specific thing on eBay and typed in tiger, and then they showed me something that had no tiger in it, but a hummingbird. So that was weird. So Spirit is still trying to get me, by Spirit, of course, I also mean my higher self, is trying to get me back on track. And I know I just have to sit down and do the work. And as soon as I do have a little bit more free time, I absolutely will. But I want to see if that is mirroring also in the collective. And we're going to take several decks today. Spirit actually made me choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to start with the German deck Mutant Tarot. And yeah, we will see what Spirit is going to tell us. And I just noticed that we do have Art and the Daughter of Pentacles when I just open up. And I kind of see this as the first message. This card, you see, she is kind of walking through this river and he's observing her. And I always see this as, this could be either one. You could be this person, but you could also be that person at the same time, simultaneously, because you could be the person that is called to kind of not turn your back. It's not about getting away, but I always see it like here she has to observe where she's going. She has to observe or make sure that she gets through safe without slipping, but at the same time it's keeping an eye on the other person. So it's keeping an eye on somebody, but at the same time focusing on yourself. So I feel that is something that is happening right now. We are called to concentrate more on us and less on the other person. Right beneath this, we do have the High Priestess, which to me is a card talking about soulmate or soul relationships. And this deck, we got the Hermaphroditos, the Reconciled. And this is talking about merging of the masculine and feminine energy, also about union. You see this person has penis and breast, so it is a symbiosis of, or a mixture of man and woman, masculine and feminine. We see this sign here, the symbol of twin flames. We have sun, which is the masculine energy, and the moon, and those down here are merging as well, as you can tell. So it is still about merging. At the same time, this is, I mean, it's not just a twin flame symbol, it's also a symbol of, no, actually I think the one of healing only has one snake, right? Hippocrates, I think he only has one snake, I'm not sure. But still, I get, like, healing is important right now. And keep on manifesting with all of the orange. Take action, keep on manifesting. But we will see what else we get. Spirits. What is happening in the collective right now? What do we need to be aware of? Well, that did not work out well. We will see. I'll shuffle a couple of times. Oh, this one kind of didn't want to. Oh my god. This, ladies and gentlemen, I know most of you ladies, is the Four of Wands. It's the Four of Wands, and in this deck it's called in German the Homecoming of Odysseus. And you may know the myth, the Odyssey. Odysseus and his wife are apart for actually 20 years. He has to fight in Troy. He's the one who comes up with the idea of the Trojan horse. And on the way back, well, he was messing with Poseidon, and Poseidon was not too happy and kind of challenged him. So it took him 10 more years to go back home. So both have their challenges, and this is the moment where they unite. It's a card of union. It's homecoming. And even I've never had the Rider Waite Tarot, so even before I knew that the Four of Wands was the 11-11 card, this to me was a twin flame card, because it's just, to me, the energy of it. I say twin flame, but sorry, I do mean high soul connection. Doesn't have to be twin flame, could be any kind of high soul connection. Okay, but yeah, this is union again. I wanna put this here. We get to watch it a bit longer. It's beautiful. But coming home, of course, implies first coming home within yourself. Get centered. Also, the card we had earlier, the Hermaphroditus, is balancing the masculine and feminine within yourself in order to have that drawn back on the outside. The Mother of Wands we got here. And this card to me is talking about setting boundaries, about being strong, maybe also being about being creative, if that is something that's important to you. But she is the one who learns to say no, to set her boundaries, and she's not the one going to chase the other person. I mean, she is the queen, she's the mother. In this deck, mother, it's the queen. So she is stepping into her power, and again, the Mother of Wands, I get two messages. Of course, every queen can be distorted or divine. The divine aspect of the Mother of Wands would be, as I said, she is in her power, she's in her strength, she knows how to set boundaries, she knows how to create, she knows how to take action because it's fire. But the distorted energy of the Mother of Wands could be, she can be overpowering, she can be manipulative, she can be oppressive, oppressing other people. She can be a drama queen. She can be the one who thinks it's all about her and who's exploiting others. And so on the positive, this is about stepping into your power. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, because as the yin yang symbol shows, we all have a part of the other within ourselves. But this again to me means setting boundaries. If you're doing that, that is awesome. And so it could be the divine feminine, the Mother of Wands. If she is weakened, she needs to learn to step into the Mother of Wands energy to set the boundaries. But she can be a bit too overpowering, and then it's about tuning it down, being less selfish, seeing other people's needs as well, and not trying to manipulate them or to make something happen, to force something. Also, this could indicate that we will see what else we get, but we just saw the healing earlier, so it could be problems with the actual mother when the mother was too intrusive, manipulative, again, controlling. Controlling is a good word. um, and we've had that experience with women in our life, important women, that they were too much, too controlling, and that is something that needs to be healed, either within us or in our person, or of course both. So that is what I get with the Queen of Wands. What else is important for the collective right now? So it's stepping into the feminine power, but it's the feminine power that is taking action, just not towards the other person, because she's the queen. She's not the chaser, she's not the hunter, she's not the beggar, she's the queen. So taking action could mean make sure you're happy, do things that you like, have a hobby. Again, fire is some kind of action. Have a hobby that interests you, build up a business you like, or have changes in your career. Anything basically that is called to action, where you're called to action in order to do something that is good for you, and to stop listening to all the naysayers in the past. And yeah, this is the Ace of Wands, and it is called, well, this is something like lightning spear of Lu. Willenskraft means ambition, willpower, actually. Willen, it's willpower. Kraft is power, willen is willpower. Yeah, I mean, it seems like we are called to action, to do something. Like I felt called to action to take that class, buy that important, expensive class in order to advance myself. But again, this is taking action. It's the ace. Ace is talking about new beginning, but it's nothing that is coming to you passively. Taking action could also mean, well, it's not the Ace of Swords, but still I got taking action could mean also to see who is no longer good for you in your circle, and with the Mother of Wands, to set boundaries, and maybe, sounds mean, to get rid of people that are no longer good for you, because if we evolve, some people don't grow with us, and that can be, of course, very painful. And then if it doesn't fit energetically anymore, then some people unfortunately don't grow with us. So this could be something where you're called to action. It could be about you don't like the place you live, get it done, move, find another place. Whatever it is that you know is no longer good for you, take action. Because the masculine comes into the life of the feminine when she's got her SHIT together. Shit, I can't say it. Shit. It's not for children. It's a tarot reading. It's not for children. So yeah, this is about getting it together, about stepping into power. I mean, look at this. This is very powerful. It doesn't matter if you're, again, a woman or a man. This is very masculine energy, which means we also have the masculine side within us. And doing something, taking action instead of just waiting and hoping that something will miraculously change. Manifesting, of course, could also be taking action. Taking action could be I sit my butt down and I script and I do that kind of work, of course. But again, I'm feeling a call for action. You see all of the red power here. We had the orange a lot with the other card. Oh, I didn't mean to take those. Look, we got 2 threes. 3 is the number of growth. We got the 3 of swords and 3 of cups. You know, I don't read threes as third parties, especially not this one. But since we got 2 threes, and again, this is very few of you, you're called to action, and that could indicate that if you are in some kind of relationship where you're not happy, it may be time to go. Okay, because if you love another person and you're still with one person, then you're sending signals to the universe like yeah, you're still putting your energy in the person you're with, and then you cannot have the other person. But what I'm getting more is with the yellow moon, that there may be still some kind of self-esteem struggles that have to heal. And I'm feeling drawn to the butterfly. The butterfly is a symbol of change as well. The snake is a symbol of healing. And this is, of course, a card of missing. So old grief, loss, old pain. Maybe old pains, old losses that triggered the feeling of not being good enough. But this is good news, because the 3 of Cups to me, again, 3 is growing. And the 3 of Cups is the growth of emotion. And to me, a growth of emotion often implies opening the heart chakra, and maybe it had been closed. This grief card is closed chakra, heart chakra, and here it is opening. So it is important to do your work. I'm always feeling drawn to the apple, and in German we do have the proverb called, if you pluck the apple too soon, then you will get a bellyache, which means it is important not to expect change to come too quickly. It needs its time to grow like the apple does, but then it is sweet and ripe. Then you can pluck it easily. So there is some growth happening, and again, it has to do with overcoming old loss and a lack of self-esteem. So to me, the 3 of Cups often signifies the healing of the heart chakra. Not that it's completely shut, because it's already a healing process when it comes to emotions. Because again, 3 is growth and abundance, and cups are emotions. So what else do we have? Spirit, what do you want to show us? No, I don't feel that one. No, wouldn't have been too good anyway. I just didn't feel that one. I need another shuffle. I was just curious. I peeked anyway. Oh wow, very top. Thank you. Oh, again. Okay. Yeah, we're called to action. Also, maybe called to action when it comes to healing things. I said that earlier, right? With you can use the revision method. So call to action could, of course, imply doing your work in order to get over loss. Then we do have the 6 of Cups, a very nice card. It is in this deck, it's the orgies of Dionysus. I always call it the party card. I know that is not that possible nowadays, and party is not literally necessarily, but this is do something that is fun for you. As I said earlier, it could be something silly like get a new hobby, because everything you do that is lifting up your spirit is good for the both of you. But first of all, of course, it's good for you. So this is about getting more into this right here. The nose means like enjoying something, into this joyful energy. And then we do have this card. It is called Rebirth. I believe in other decks it would be called Judgment. And you see again, something old is dying, and we have a new beginning. And remember, we just earlier had the 3 of Swords next to the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Swords also had a ghost in the past. Yeah, maybe healing the ghosts in the past, or making peace with the ghosts in the past. This might be how I call this reading. making peace with the ghosts and the past in order to get a new beginning, to union. Ghosts in the past could also, of course, be things that happened between you and this person, but very likely it's also like childhood stuff, past relationship stuff, you know, these kind of things. Oh, and again, look, it's the same cards. Yeah, the ghost in the past. Ghost. If some of you recently lost somebody, or maybe if it's a while back and you haven't, first of all, I'm very sorry if that has happened. Maybe you want to check out one of my pick a cards called Message from a Deceased Loved Ones. I believe I have 3 or 4 videos with that. Pick whichever. But it doesn't have to be recent. Maybe it really is literally somebody who passed away and you're grieving. And that is okay. Take your time. Cry. It's not okay to oppress. Don't oppress it. Just take your time and heal. But even if you are stuck right now in a situation where you feel, I don't think I can ever be happy again, look, see the shift of the energy from both have a ghost in the past. Both of them do. This is grief and this is being reborn. So you will get over it. And so again, it could be literally having lost somebody permanently. And again, I'm so sorry if that happened. And for the first time, I'm seeing this card. It's so weird. This card, I mean. I'm sensing, yeah, I've never sensed that before, this card. But right now I'm sensing that if you are one of those people who recently have lost somebody, or it's a while back and you still haven't healed it, I feel like this person has joined your spirit team and they're coaching you on the other side, they're rooting for you, and they're wanting you to have this new beginning. So for others, it is just dealing with the ghosts in the past, meaning the demons in the closet, you know, the old wounds, the old things, and shifting from this energy to this energy. Like, yeah, this may have happened in the past, but it doesn't weaken me anymore. It is now giving me strength. And we did have had readings about alchemizing. Maybe you want to check out those. There were actually 2 readings, right? I called one about alchemizing, and the one right after that was actually still referring to that one. So, yeah, it's still about alchemizing in some way. Getting from grief to this. And that what weakened you in the past will now make you stronger. And give you energy. Because you learned a valuable lesson, or you will have learned a valuable lesson. And you, maybe for some of you, even turned that experience into something that you can take to help others, or at least to help yourself. So, okay. Last shuffle before we go to the next card. But that was beautiful. Oh, universe, hello. Isn't that a nice way to end a reading? And I felt like turning it down. I don't know for... Look. Oh my god. Isn't that kind of like amazing? It's like there's also like, I mean, this is not a deceased loved one, it's spirits. Yeah, again, I get the message that for some of you, if somebody passed, they turn into some kind of spirit guide. But you know, there's not too many cards. I cannot think of another one that has this ghost in the... I think those are like the only 3 that would have something like that in this entire deck. This is pretty amazing. But you know, this is the universe. Ending cycles. So it's not just any... Oh, look, it's 20 and 21. So this is actually the card that comes after that. After judgment, healing, it's the universe. So there's progression. It's, again, alchemizing. It's about taking this into, making it into something way, way, way bigger. Look how peaceful. There's strength in here. And here it's just, this tiny hill. It's this tiny hill. Here's on top of a mountain, carrying heaven, carrying the world. Listening, you get messages from spirit. Again, wow. 2 messages. Again, I get the same message. It could be both, of course, for you. If you have lost somebody, they have joined your spirit team. And of course, it could be more than one person. And if not, it is absolutely, look how peaceful again. We get from grief to, I don't know, this stern face, but it doesn't look too, kind of serious, but not too bad, to peace. It's like absolutely making peace, ending a cycle. And spirit's messages, the eagle is the higher self. It's getting messages. So that is dealing with ghosts from the past. And here, look, it's just heaven. Here, it's more than heaven. It's space. So I'm getting, whatever you learn here is something that, first of all, I get was meant for you to learn. Is written in your soul contract, because it's like a higher level, higher calling. And it is also something, that lesson you've learned right now, or about to learn, or you are in the middle of learning, because again, this is for multiple people. You may be here, others may be here already, others are in between here, others are in between here, others are here already. But I feel it's like a lesson that will influence future lives as well. And you can use that to really give back and to teach others. So whatever struggle you have been through, and especially maybe with this person, it will have a good ending for you. Go from 20 to 21. It's the end. It's the closing of the circle, the cycle. And then the very first, was it the first card? Or one of the first cards, at least. Was the Four of Wands, union, merging, heaven and earth merging, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Okay, another message. It's both of you are going to get there. Both of you are going from this loss to stepping into the divine energy together for union. But again, union implies having mastered the things within first. Getting out of here, stepping to there, and then stepping to there. This is progression. Wow, I did not expect this, but I love it. This is amazing. Okay, let's put this deck away. And I'm putting those cards on top, so maybe by the next reading, I will have forgotten. But when I open it, we will see those cards first, and we will see if they still have a message for us. Let's go to the Psychic Tarot now. Yeah, we got Destiny. I used this deck earlier with my client. It was obviously one of the cards that came out. Destiny, again, breaking cycles. 10 is also an ending. I mean, in the Major Arcana card, it's the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. It's not the end. It's healing. Something is churning. We get to break out of cycles now if you do it. Oh my god. You just saw me just splitting that, right? Oh my god. Yeah, you can read it. A spiritual union. It's a Two of Cups in this deck. A It's Two of Cups. And again, we do have the aspect of merging that we had in the first deck with the arts, the Hermaphroditus card. Am I saying it right? Hermaphroditos in German. Look out, their higher self. There may be telepathy between the two of you. But this is spiritual union. It's just not any kind of union. It's spiritual union, but it's mastery. It's the union of the divine. It's not the union of the distorted. See all the green? Green is connected to the heart chakra. It's healed. It's healed and it's open. And we did have the Three of Cups. I was saying earlier, to me the Three of Cups indicates the opening of the heart chakra, and here it's open. Wow, we put that here. We need to look at that a bit longer, right? We don't want to stuck it in here. Oh, this one just wanted to stay. Okay, I saw it earlier, but I was like, that's gonna come out. Movement, choices, decisions. And this card actually came out with my client earlier. I was talking about her. For the first time, I read this card like leaving something behind, and it's like she's got the choice now whether she wants to manifest that relationship or not. But I'm sensing that is only for few of you. For most of you, I'm sensing, yeah. Because I'm feeling very drawn to the coins. I'm feeling that for many of you, it's movement, and I'm sensing it before we get there. It's for you to make some kind of movement, but not towards your person, but towards whatever makes you happy, whatever you want to achieve. Because many of us think like, oh, this person needs to be in my life, then I can do that. But that's the wrong thinking, because then you're in lack mentality. It's important to step there first in order to draw your person in. So there's something you have to do, and movement could be literally moving. I said that earlier. But having choices and decisions, and again, it doesn't have to be when it comes to relationship. If there's multiple people or two guys or two girls you have to choose from, then choose. Don't entertain both, because then energetically you're scattered, and that just won't work out ultimately. So what else do we get? I know when I'm doing these readings, I do it different than when I do pick a card, but for some reason it's how I feel like doing. Ooh, crown chakra. Yeah, some kind of awakening, epiphanies. And again, I'm seeing the ghosts in the past, so you get some kind of downloads. And it's 7 is the number of spiritual mastery, it's spiritual growth. Crown chakra is connecting. It's your spirit guides talking to you. It's knowing things. It's connecting to your higher self. Beautiful. Oh, it's so funny. Like all day, not all day, but the entire evening, my scalp was tingling. It was weird. And I knew it had something to do with my crown chakra, but I didn't take the time to really listen into it. So maybe there's like, and I just saw 33 on my iPhone. So maybe there's some kind of awakening, because again, I felt my scalp tingling. It was like weird. It didn't hurt. It was like tingling. So I did feel my crown chakra earlier. Maybe some of you have felt that too. I think it's still a portal day. Okay, you saw this one. Okay, not so nice, but we'll take it. Okay, oh, but I'm sensing right now, I'm feeling very much drawn to the light here. So if you have been trapped in fear, this is about to end, because there's light coming in. You just gotta look at it. Don't look away from the light. It's important to get out of there. But there is light coming. So we can abandon fears. We have to abandon fears. Because the longer we're scared, the more we manifest reasons to be scared. And if we do our work, we will get, yeah, rewarded by spirit. Look at this beautiful energy. The light shining down. It's like, yeah, we saw you. Here's your price. You earned it. You worked for it. Just let it grow. Another number 3. 3 is growth. And I just saw material, financial material changes. It could, of course, indicate changing something in your career. You were talking about it earlier. But I often get like material cards in this deck, like changing in the 3D. Meaning you change something energetically, and then sooner or later it has to show up in the 3D. So there will be changes. Why is this one? Are there other cards that are the other way around? Oh my god, I hate it when I do that. Oh, it's the one I had earlier with my client. Not me, all of them. Did I just do that? Oh god, I hate it. Sorry, I don't... It's the Virgo in me. I can't have that. I don't like reversals. I don't do reversals usually. There's hardly any decks I do reversals. Okay, but I still take it like this. Because it just says what we were talking about earlier. It is about the heart chakra awakening. So we saw the 3 of Cups. Again, to me, that indicates the awakening of the heart chakra, the opening of the heart chakra. And we want to turn it up right? So, of course, some of you may have healed it already. For some of you, it is upside down. I don't know when I just did that. Why I shuffled it. It must be the last shuffle because you saw we had very few cards. Anyway, heart chakra. It is talking about healing. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, we had the 3 of Cups, which is, to me, the opening of the heart chakras. Then the 3 of Swords came out twice. And we had the ghost in the past. And this is what I was talking about, getting from grief to rebirth to the ending of the cycles. So if you work with chakras, you will find a lot of chakra meditations here on YouTube. Please do that. And do it on a regular basis. Do it a couple of days. You don't have to get a meditation that takes an hour. Get one for 10-15 minutes and do that. Be committed to do that at least once a week. No, not once a week. For at least once a day for a week. That's what I meant to say. If it's the block. Later on, it's still important to do your chakra work. I still do it. I don't do it regularly, I have to admit, but I still do it. Because I always say it's like spring cleaning. Just because you have cleaned thoroughly doesn't mean you don't have to clean ever again. So don't be, sorry for the word arrogant, thinking, yeah, I have cleaned all of my chakras. No, you still have, you're still connected with other people's energies. Sometimes maybe you don't have the best day. Sometimes there is still something in the past that is coming up. It's important to do that regularly. Yeah, just like your apartment. To turn it around. And yeah, I remember I said earlier, look how green this is. This is the heart chakra. So if you want to have this union, and you probably do when you click on here, that is what you need to do. Heal the ghost from the past. Deal with the ghost from the past. The old losses. And you will get there. And this is how, and then you will get the material harvest, which I see in this context. You will get the spiritual union, not just on the 5D, but you will have it tangible. You will get it in the 3D by your person reaching out, by committing, because this is earth. And you will harvest what you have put your work in. And the work is healing the heart chakra. Beautiful. Let's go to the next deck. I probably won't spend as much time with the other decks. For some reason I felt drawn to do the archetype cards. Look, student came out. Light attributes humility and devotion to knowledge, opening and to lifelong learning. So we're called to learn something, to develop. Maybe that is the tingling of the crown chakra. Okay. This, by the way, is one of the few decks I do read reverse, so it's this one I've sent like this. How many? Let's start with 2. Okay. Oh, already see. One is upright and one is the other way around. So the upright one is the thief. The light attribute of the thief is sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. And you see there's a heart there. So we do have the heart chakra as well. And I feel this is the main message. I was supposed to see the heart. Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. What is potential wealth? Of course, it's happiness. It's love. But also get that maybe you have stolen your person's heart. So if you were wondering. And this one is the shadow. Engineer. This one was, you saw, in reverse. Relies on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. I don't really know the word mechanistic, but I still get the message. Didn't I say something earlier? I just had it and then I lost it again. Yeah, it's about really doing your work, but it's where's the message? Yeah, I said earlier, we were remember we were called to action. We had the Ace of Wands, we had the Mother of Wands, which can take action. Didn't we have the Ace of Wands twice? Actually, I think so. So this to me is, again, don't be passive and just think it will happen by itself. You will just get some solution without doing something for it. Also, mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. Again, don't think with your head. Be emotional. It is okay. Don't try to oppress your feelings. It is okay to have them. And I just felt drawn to... Is this the same shade of blue? No. No, it's not. One is blue, one is purple. You can't pick it up, right? No, I'm not really getting message with that. Okay, let's just see what else we got. This one was a bit mechanic. Oh, I get it. Okay, I got the message with the mechanic. Again, breaking cycles. You know, a mechanic has to do something like, how do you say, always the same way. It is like, okay, when I do this on the machine, then that happens. When I do that, that happens. And it's like always doing the same things, like a zombie. I almost get, like running on autopilot without emotional consequences. Meaning you just do things because maybe you learned how to do them, and you picked it up how to do that, and now it's time to connect with yourself and with your emotion to get out of that system where you always had to act in the same way, and maybe like every day was the same day, because that is like what the machine does usually. No, they usually act the same, or they do the same thing. So okay, we'll see what else. I'm staring at the ceiling. I don't want to be influenced. Oh, again, one upright and one... Let's start with this one first. The prostitute. You have the prostitute and the child divine. Well, that's a combination. The prostitute was a shadow. Places material considerations and security above self-empowerment. Okay, it makes sense. It is about taking action. And if you are in a job or in a relationship where you're no longer happy, and that's what I get with the engineer, you know, staying in your routine. It's time to step out of your routine if you're unless you're happy with your routine. If you're absolutely happy and content and you wake up happy in the morning, looking forward for your day, then stay with your routine. But if it doesn't make you happy anymore, it is time to change it. And don't stay stuck somewhere where you're not happy just because of security. Yeah, I don't love this guy or this girl anymore, but I'm here because I don't know if I can get anybody better. Or we bought a house together, so I have to move out, or I'll lose money if I separate, or whatever it is, or I don't dare doing professionally what I love to do, so I'm just staying stuck here even though I hate it. Don't be a prostitute. Don't place material considerations and security above self-empowerment. And that is what the Queen of Wands is. It's like all turning back. The Queen of Wands, she is empowered. The divine version of the Queen of Wands is empowerment. So we're called to do that, to step into our power. And also, again, what I just did for myself, I did that 5-day training, and then I bought the class in order to get my business going more and a bit, and still doing coaching, but I want to go into another direction, kind of like than I have done before. So it is time. And why did I do that? It was very spontaneous, which to me indicates that maybe there was some kind of, again, astrological thing that right now, and this is a timeless reading whenever this is for you, but there may be some kind of some pieces coming together that Spirit is like, okay, now is the right time to go to action. And of course then can be energy in the collective that right now the feminine is called to take action in some kind of way, to self-empower her. Again, this action is not go chase your person. Definitely not. It is about stepping into the Queen of Wands, Mother of Wands energy, the Queen, not the beggar, not the princess, the Queen. And she doesn't need a guy. She wants him. A queen has a counterpart, a king, right? But she doesn't need him. She chooses to have a king. And then we do have child divine. The light attributes, innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special connection with the divine. And we had the crown chakra. And remember, we had the ghosts in the past. So Spirit probably wants to talk to you. You get messages. Spirit is probably already like poking you and telling you, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then there's the ego who's like, no, 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 no. And then Spirit is like, do it, do it, do it. And the ego is like, no, 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 but I'm so scared. And Spirit is like, do it. So it may be this back and forth and back and forth. But it's time to do it. It's time to step into the Queen of Wands energy. And maybe it is a spiritual business or coaching business. You're like, I don't know if I can do it. Yes, you can. You just have to do it. Just have to do it. If you feel called to do it, then that's because your soul wants you to do it. It's very important. And the child divine, again, it's the connection to the divine. I'm getting, again, closing, or the ghost in the closet. Is that right? No, the ghost from the past. It's making peace with that. It's like, freeing yourself from the old negative. Okay. Let's see what else. We got the whispers of love. I'm not doing it along with this one. Love makes a difference. And I just felt love makes a difference, especially self-love. You saw this one just stayed in here when I wanted to get them out. So take a chance on love. But again, I'm getting self-love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. Actually, I want to, yes, take a chance on love is amazing. But take a chance. Take a chance. And take a chance, again, can be leaving something behind. And you see the face here, it's again like Spirit. And there's the moon, it's just face in space. You like the world card or universe card. we had earlier. It's take a chance. I get the message, take your chance to listen to your calling. And this may be connected to your counterpart. You know, not that you necessarily have to work together, but that may be the last step, the bridge in order to get to your counterpart, is to take a chance to be you, to be balanced. Because again, a divine counterpart is not coming to save you, is not coming to rescue you. That's not what they're for. They're showing you what needs to be healed, and you'll save yourself, and then they can come. It's just like what we said earlier, if you want a divine masculine, you want a king or an emperor. Emperor doesn't want to deal with a princess who doesn't have her shit together. The emperor wants an empress. The king wants a queen and not a little baby. So if you want a king, you gotta be a queen. If you want an emperor, then you gotta be empress. And if you want the hierophant, you better be a high priestess, because you attract what you are. So if you're needy, if you need to be saved, you won't attract a king, you won't attract the emperor, and you sure as hell won't attract the hierophant. Very, very important. Okay, this one. Ooh, romance, nice. Lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. The message I'm getting here, okay, if you're in contact and you're happy, maybe you're together, do that. But what I'm getting here, especially if you're in separation, I'm getting is be careful what you think about your person. Be careful what you think about them. Try to see them in the way that you want them to be. Lavish the one with love, with your personal attention and affection. Think affectionate about them. See the strength in them, not their weakness. Think of them with love and not with frustration or anger, impatience, whatever it is. See them with love. And yeah, love makes the difference. That is why it's important. Oh, love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. And again, you see this person here is by herself. So it's important to self-love. It needs to be self-love, and then you can have the love with another person. But this is love makes a difference, and this is not a couple. The main person, she's by herself, and it's like all of the butterflies are coming out there. She had to change herself. She had to find her flame, the passion. Again, the Ace of Wands, the Queen of Wands, Mother of Wands. It's the woman who has the lit crown chakra. It's the woman who is taking step, she was sailing in the direction of her passions. And her passion should not only be her divine masculine, because it's the most important thing. Love is the most important thing in life. But there's more than that. I mean, imagine you were with your person, what then? Would you be sitting on a couch all day? No, you would have more dreams. And if your person is not there yet, go chase those dreams, because that you have control over. So this is this deck. I wanted to check the Oracle of Shadows and Lights. A clockwork pumpkin. A wonderful idea, the aha moments. It's weird because we do have the mechanic here. But it's the mechanic has an idea, which is different. It is breaking out of cycle, because an idea is the possibility for something new. And with clockwork, again, I'm feeling like breaking out of old cycles to get something new, a new idea. I'm getting like kind of like Ace of Swords energy with this. The aha moment, a wonderful idea. So if you do have an idea what you can contribute to this world, do it. You're called to action. The Divine Feminine is called to action. Candy Cane Angel. It's time for treats. Yeah, remember we had the party card earlier? It's also important to take care of yourself, of course. You know, the Queen of Wands is also setting boundaries, taking care of herself. She's not if she's distorted, she's selfish. But the Divine Queen of Wands, she's not selfish. She loves herself, but of course, she's a queen. What does a queen do? She reigns. And a good queen doesn't reign by oppressing people, but a good queen, and that's, maybe I shouldn't say queen, because in that deck, it's the mother. A mother does what's best for everybody, not just for herself. But a good mother takes care of herself, because if she doesn't take care of herself, she doesn't have any power, she doesn't have any strength, and she is getting impatient quickly. And so it's important for a mother to be in her own center, to love herself, because if she's happy, then she can make her children happy. If she's always like on the edge, then that's not good for anybody. Sea Beacon Fairy, guidance, but where will it lead you? Yeah, guidance, we've had that several times, the spirits in the past. Or you're the ones who are your spirit guides. Even if it's not somebody who passed, it's still spirit guides. We had the crown chakra again. And as I said, I feel like most of you already know that it's important to go somewhere. You already get the signs, and now it's just important to go and follow. It's the last deck for today. The Heart and Soul, Oracle card for personal and planetary transformation. Okay, let's see. Well, those are not too easy to shuffle. This one. Through the power of love, all shall unfold in the most perfect way for all concerned. This card is a blessing from an angel who is here to reassure you that all is well. There's no need to worry. All is bathed in a sea of divine love. And it reminds me of the previous cards, not these ones, the Whispers of Love cards, when it was like, take a chance and love is important, something like this. And which power of love? Again, love is the heart chakra. So if you follow your emotions, what does make me happy? Where do I want to be? Follow not your mind that is telling you, oh, you have to do this and that and that and that. Follow your passion. We had the Ace of Wands that's also talking about passion. So you're called to follow your heart, your inner guidance. And that's how Spirit talks to you. They talk to you through your inner guidance. If you want to experience a deeper level of love in your relationship, you must both unconsciously and willingly surrender to one another. Feel honored and sacred within each other. Be vulnerable and give yourself up to love each and every moment. In doing so, you will unite in love. You will feel alive, reborn with each breath. One loving thought can create a world of infinite love. You see, we have unite, and we had spiritual union. We had the Four of Wands. So this is about union. This is exactly what I said earlier about the make sure what you think about your person. One loving thought can create a world of infinite love. Yeah, because that's manifesting. If you focus on what you don't like about your person, then that has to blow up. It's important to focus on what you do like about them, on the good. Send them good love, good thoughts, and then you manifest their best version. Honor the sacred within each other. Honor his sacred, not his shadows. I mean, his shadows, they're okay to be there. Everybody has them. This doesn't mean that you think like, oh, he's not allowed to have any shadows. That's not what this is. It's about accepting his shadows, yes, but still focus on the love. And by the way, this does not mean anything toxic like, oh yeah, focusing on the love means he can treat me bad and I just run after him anyway. No, that's not self-love. He cannot mirror love to you if you don't love yourself. Somebody who's in self, like Queen of Wands, would never let yourself treat like that. Very important. This is not what I mean, okay? I don't mean anything toxic like this. I don't mean, I don't know, oh, he smacked me in my face, but I don't look at that because I see the good in him, because even though he hits me, he, I don't know, once in a while kisses me. No, I'm not talking about that. I mean, this is should be evident, right? I'm talking again more about maybe you're in separation or your person is ignoring you, and in those situations focus on the good. We're not talking about really toxic people. This is not a divine connection anyway. That's what I always say. Divine connections, they don't hurt each other. What hurts in a divine connection is that they mirror our fears back to us. So usually it's fear of abandonment or it's lack of self-esteem. So they don't show us how they love us. They often say, no, we don't love you, and they withdraw. That is what hurts. But yeah, anyway, I hope this helped you. If so, I wish you all the best, and I always forget to say please join my nice channel by liking, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and yeah, I hope to hear from you in the comments, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Be happy.